Hey y'all, it's Brody, and today we're here to talk about sex. I'm not a huge reader of erotica, but whenever I do read erotica, it's because I'm like really bored, and I had probably downloaded something on my Kindle when I was like 18 and like a horny teenager. So the other night, I was scrolling through my Kindle app, looking at all of the shit I had on there that I hadn't read, and I was like, you know what? There's a lot of gay shit on here. So I decided to read a couple of them. I read 6 of them. And also, I'm shirtless because we're talking about sex. And hey, I have my notes. The first book that I read was called Rodeo Three-Way, MMF Minaj by Vivian Lee. Um, this book, I put a screenshot on Twitter. Um, Essentially what happens is like there's this cowboy who wants to like fuck his cowboy friend, and also the cowboy friend is married. Um, so it's like a bisexual threesome scene, but it's not really a threesome because the one guy, the friend, is unconscious the whole time. These characters don't have names. They don't exist to me. Can you think of anything less sexy to compare a penis to than a bowl of porridge? I can't. I can't think of anything that I would rather have a dick compared to least. I'm all for eating dick. I just don't think you should Let's just say that after the penis descriptions in this book, I will never make fun of Sarah J. Maas sex scenes again. That's probably a lie, but I will not do it for a couple of months at least. Basically just a rape scene, which I felt super uncomfortable with because I didn't realize. I thought I was gonna get like some sexy cowboy bisexual threesome, and what I got was her being like, oh, you wanna fuck my husband? It's okay, he has whiskey dick, and you can fuck me too. It was gross. I also did not appreciate the female character using slurs against a gay man. It could have been hot. It just made me uncomfortable. Porridge dick. And I gave a Rodeo Three-Way MMF Minaj 1 star. The next book I have is called Dominated by the Frat Boys by Sydney Steele. Okay, so this one follows a gay Indian American kid who is like going into his freshman year of college, and he's not out of the closet, but he's like looking at all the hot like shirtless athletes and all these like sexy frat boys, and he's like, oh no, I'm going to be constantly horny. He gets even more horny whenever he comes out to his frat boy dude bro jock roommate who like shoves him against the wall and like chokes him out and is like cussing him out and calling him all these like bad names and stuff. This is a BDSM romance. Basically, after this, after he comes out, he's forced to be a BDSM sex slave for his roommate and his like frat bro dude friends. And I say like forced in air quotes because like he wants to. It's just like they're like, hey, you're gonna be our sex slave, and he's like, okay. In the first sex scene with everyone, like all the frat boys are drunk, and that was a little gross. But there are 2 main love interests. I don't know how to talk about this stuff in proper like book terms because they were like, it's 10 pages. Is there really a love interest in 10 pages? But the Dubro jockey roommate and one of his friends, they have like specific standoffy sex scenes with the main character, and like those last couple of sex scenes, like they felt nicely earned for the setup. I don't like whenever people are drunk in books and they have sex. That feels gross to me. I gave Dominated by the Frat Boys 3 stars. I had one that I had a lot of hope for, and that is Bag the Beast by Jane Perky. Okay, so basically, I thought this was gonna be like dumb and fluffy and fun, and it wasn't. It's about a werewolf who needs a pumpkin for a pie baking contest for Thanksgiving. He trespasses onto this werebear's property who has like the best pumpkins or whatever, and he's gonna like steal one so he can win the pie contest because of course that makes sense. And then the werebear comes out, he's like pointing a gun to his head, and it's like, oh, you're gonna shoot me in the face? That's hot, let's fuck, you're my mate. I did not like the way the sex was written in this book. I thought it was... There was something about it that just, like, seemed not... it wasn't great. It wasn't bad writing, but it did feel like it was very like over explained and like over dirty, like too dirty to be like a realistic sex scene. It was weird and it made me uncomfortable. Also, I thought that the term like writing was meant for like a bottom is the one who's writing, but apparently not, because in this book, the one who's writing is the top. It's like writing me, but you're the top, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on in here? I also have to point out that the town's name is Hardwood, and I am very upset that Clem, the werewolf, is too busy having sweaty man sex to get the pie for his contest, and he doesn't even go to the contest. I felt very disappointed. Um, However, I gave this one like 3 stars, I guess. It was like okay. It's a 2.5, but like we rounded up to 3. Next, we have Learning His Lessons by Peter Stiles. So, essentially, Alex is the main character, has a wild night out, and he gets wasted, and he wakes up in his professor's house. The professor found him at a bar when he was drunk and sad about his hookup boyfriend, straight boy thing, who was like, I'm not gay, I don't want to date you. So Alex gets sad. He gets wasted. He runs up a bar tab, and the professor decides to pay off the bar tab, and like, I'm going to take this kid back to my house so he can be safe, blah, blah, blah. And he says the only kind of like repaying that Alex needs to do is to just spend some time with him. However, after the two start to spend some time together, the professor reveals that he is, you know, gay for you, for Alex. I don't like the gay for you thing. Like, just say bi or just say pan. I don't like whenever someone's like, I'm straight, but for you, I could be gay. Like, it doesn't vibe with me. And I usually don't like student-teacher romances because there's like some weird power dynamics in there, but I did enjoy how gentle this one was, and I think this was my favorite out of all the books that I read. It was very like easing into it, and Peter Stiles, I think, is the only author in this video who managed to tell a coherent story from A to B. It was very straightforward. It wasn't like life-changing, mind-blowing, but it was a coherent story A to B. And for that, and then like the gentle power dynamics and like a moderately decent sex scene at the end, I gave this one 4 stars. Next, we have Bent Over by Ariel Pierce. So, basically, this is just an age gap bear and twink having sex. The twink is super virginal and like a little too virginal. It felt really uncomfortable. Where he's like at a bar and he's like, ooh, do you see that hot hairy piece of man over there? Like, I'm gonna And the bear, approaches him and is like, hey buddy, I saw you staring at me, let me like give you a blowjob right here in the middle of this crowded bar. So he gets thrown out, and they meet up later and have sex in his Jeep. There's like some weird fetishy things going on here where it's like, oh, I hope he's not a chili chaser, because it's weird. I did not love it. Also, I could not stand the main character. I hated being in this kid's head. Like, it's, whenever I say, like, dumb bitch energy, I mean, like, some early 2000s young adult protagonist, Fallen, by Lauren Kate, dumb bitch energy. So it felt a little cliche, it felt a little fetishy, and in the end, it's just like, oh, I wasn't just a hookup, he wants to meet me again. And apparently this is the start of a series, and I'm just like, keep it 50 feet away from me. This thing got 2 stars. The final book I read is called Her Twin Brother by Yamiya Abraham. Was a hard-ass cop whose wife has recently passed away from cancer, and you know, he's upset, he's depressed, he's letting the house go to mess, but he gets a call one day about a domestic violence situation, goes to respond to the call, and finds out that it's his wife's brother, his late wife's brother, who is being abused by his current boyfriend. And he looks exactly like his sister. Like, they are like dead ringers for each other. There's like no difference, basically. So the hard-ass cop takes the brother in, and he's like, you know what, you can stay with me for a little bit until this all blows over. And then they basically end up catching feelings for each other. There's a lot of the whole, he looks like a woman, and he acts like a woman, and he talks like a woman, and like, if only he had a pussy, I think is used a couple of times. Like, I don't like that. It's like, it feels icky to me. That there were a lot of slurs from this straight guy toward his dead wife's brother. Like, to me, you wouldn't be calling your dead wife's family members like slurs. That's weird to me. It's been so good. This one had potential, and I did kind of enjoy it. It was okay. I ended up giving it like 3.5, or somewhere around there. I think it's gonna be like a solid 3-star from me. I don't enjoy the whole gay for you thing. I did like the way that they slowly build up the feelings. It's not just like immediate, like, oh, you're hot, let's fuck. This one felt more romancy rather than smutty, and I really appreciated that. It was a little like Colleen Hoover-esque in the sense that, like, when he gets mad, he throws things, and he breaks things, and he slaps people. But I liked how it was these two people who had come together over this common loss and, like, grieving together and helping each other grow and falling in love. But I will say that I don't know if it's medically safe to use olive oil as lube, so any of my medical people out there, I know there's a couple of you guys, is it safe to use olive oil as lube? I don't know, but the characters in this book seem to think so. Alright, that's all I have for y'all today. I don't normally do review videos, and I don't normally read erotica, but I've been really bored lately, and I just needed to get some of this shit off my Kindle. I think most of these are free if you want to go check them out. They were free when I got them because I don't pay for things on my Kindle. I just get the free Kindle books. But yeah, if you're interested, you should definitely go check them out. I'm sure that these authors have some books for free. But yeah. If you've read any of these books, let me know down in the comments what you thought of them. If you've read anything else by these authors, let me know what you thought. If you have, like, a smutty erotica recommendation, let me know. I know that a lot of these are MM, however, I'm not just doing MM. I'm open to whatever. This is just what horny 18-year-old Brody had downloaded onto the Kindle. Comment question of the day. I want to do a poll. Let me know which one you think is worse. A dick like Porridge or velvet wrapped steel. Also, can you use olive oil as lube? I would like to know. Alright, I hope you have a wonderful whatever it is, wherever you are. I will see you next time with another video. Thank you for watching. Okay, cool. Bye!